guys, good to have you all back. Happy Sunday. I have some vintage treasures that I want to share with you. I have a thrift haul. I have a small thing that I ordered on Instagram, and also a beautiful treasure that I found on Markplaats, which is the Dutch eBay. Where am I going to start? I'm going to start with a small Instagram haul. It's a very small one, but some cute stuff. And then my thrift haul. Okay, let's start with Instagram. On one of the accounts that I follow, it's sort of an Instagram shop. I found these lovelies. It is from a Dutch Instagram account. I don't think she ships overseas, and she doesn't actually post a lot. But I found some cutesies. Seed packages. Yes, these are not vintage or anything, but I love them. They're really cool for a gardening journal. And guess what? I'm making a gardening journal kit. Yes, I have 5 of them. And these are either Japanese or Chinese. I don't know what these are, but I like them. See, I have no clue. It looks like money. It's probably not money. Some of them are quite a bit older. It says 1984 on here, 1973. If you know what this is, guys, please let me know. I just really like them. It looks like Monopoly money. It's probably not. But I have no clue. She had sort of a Japanese theme going on. Well, that's what she sort of said. She had some, I think she said Japanese stuff. I have these cards. It's in a fan shape. They're not that old. They're probably a little bit older, but not antique or vintage. But I like them. See that? Time flies. I always miss you most. She might have bought this on AliExpress. For all I know. But I like them. Some small cards. And these are more like bookmarks. But I thought they were they were very cheap. And the designs on them are absolutely beautiful, beautiful Japanese art. And this is actually what I bought straight away because I love this. You know, I love my envelopes. Look at the window on the envelopes. It's a small one all the way near. These are vintage. These are very old. Look at the discoloration all the way to the bottom. Just a small sort of window. I thought it was really cool. So I had to pick these up. So something vintage and probably not vintage. And I have no clue what this is. This looks older to me. Well, it says 1984, so that's already vintage. I really like those. So that was my sort of a haul from Instagram. I've been thrifting. Let me show you and let me tell you. My saint of a husband had a surprise for me last week. He made a reservation at a restaurant that he had a lovely meal for work a couple of weeks ago. So he made a reservation there. It's not anywhere where we live. And also he planned sort of a trip all around it to go thrifting. So yes, he's amazing. I love him. He's mine. You cannot have him. He's fantastic. So we went to visit 3 thrift shops. One I've already been to once, and I really like that one. It's not anywhere near where I live. I'm gonna share that one with you if you're from the Netherlands. And then another one that I was straight out of the door within 10 minutes, maybe even 5. It was horrible. And one that was sort of okay. But I mixed I only bought at 2 and I mixed them together. Yeah. Okay, I am going to make this into categories because I actually have a lot. I have too many books. I have way too many books, but I'm going to share it with you. Let's start with office supplies. For office supplies, I found an index. It's new in the packaging. Is this taped shut? I think so. An index card box with the index cards inside of them. I love my index cards, especially the mini ones, and I use these to keep all sorts in it. It was just €1. Now, guys, for the thrift shops I went to, the one you should go is the one in Naarden. I visited there a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, I think, with 2 friends of mine, Leonie from Junk Journal Paper Sale and Barbara from Buy Bar Paper Lover. Yes, she's also on YouTube. Yes, so we visited, the 3 of us, and we went out with a shopping cart full. This time not a shopping cart full, but I bought a lot. So I bought this. This is a telefax roll. It's not an old one, but it is bought originally at Vroom en Dreesman. It's a department store that doesn't exist anymore. I do not know what I like better, the packaging all around it or the fact that it is a roll of paper. And I'm going to use this for sure, but I just like the nostalgia of it. So I bought this. I think I bought this at another one. This one I bought something in Driebergen. We also had a lovely dinner there. It's a small thrift shop. It's a little bit more expensive than what I'm used to paying for, but it was still okay, especially this one. It's a postage stamp album. I've never seen anything like it. It feels like it's handmade. It's probably not because it is embossed. This used to be sort of velvet. It has some snappy buttons. And it's a postage stamp album. For, bits and bobs or lovely postage stamps. It was in sort of a glass case with collectibles, so I thought it was very expensive. But it was €1.50. I don't know, why would you keep it in there? I have no clue. But I really like it. It has some sort of texture to it. Feels 50s. Looks like wallpaper to me. So yes, very interesting. Good find. This is... oh, by the way, guys, the one that I do not recommend is the one in Bussum. I am sorry if you're from there. The prices were horrible. I found a lovely small antique, vintage, real old vintage small round can. Very well-known one. In the thrift shop in Naarden, that was €3.50. I would not pay €3.50 for it because I have no use for it. And then I found the exact same can in Bussum and it was €12.50. I'm just saying. So no. Victorian, it's not a real one, guys. It's an older one. But I do like it. You can store your photographs in here. It has these big sort of pages. These. Now I have a couple of those. I need to start using them. I know. But they're just so lovely. You can put photographs in and make it look like they're cabinet cards or what have you. But the illustrations on them are absolutely amazing, right? Yes, it was a sort of a good price. €2.75. Now, these thrift shops do not have my favorite prices. My favorite thrift shops are all in the area where I live. And the prices there are just awesome. Guess what I found? File folders. Yes, they're amazing. I've never seen these. These have sort of holes in them for a ring binding system. You can flap them open. Has some sort of lining in here. It does have the ridges. Maybe you can even... Oh, you can probably sort of fold them over. Oh, yeah, that's it. You can fold them over and then use this to bind something in with the sort of binders. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's probably it. Cool, right? I found 5 of them. So I'm really happy with this. These are actually hanging file folders, but not the ones that I have from Atlanta. These are other ones, Office, Folio. I have the feeling they're a tiniest bit bigger. Probably not. But what is it that I like? I like this. Now I've seen, and I cannot remember the name of the channel. I've seen someone use these file folders. Yes, but then they just open this up. So you have the use of the flap with the small notches in them. Yes, these are, I think, a little bit too new. So I need to steam them or what have you. Because I really want to use this strip. Because I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, and also... Hello. So for next year, file folder February. I have a lot of them. They weren't priced. There was a lovely lady at the checkout in Naarden. Because first I bought all the books. There are a lot of them. And she was like, oh, you have so many lovely books. I know, right? And then I told her, I'll be back with other stuff. They weren't priced. She made a really, really good price. I paid 20 cents for the file folder. Well, one each of them. Yeah. This one I bought in Driebergen. I didn't know what it was. It was near the photo albums. And I think it's actually a photo album. But for a second there, I thought it was Ledger. Very good price. It is a photo album. Can you see the paper? It is, first of all, it has some lovely patina on it. And the sort of the texture and the print on the paper is just so 50s. I absolutely love it. Now, I'll probably take this book completely gutted because I want to use these papers because this is awesome. I'm gonna try to leave at least the cover intact. Yeah, I paid €1.75 for this. Yeah, very cheap. Some items in Driebergen were like very expensive. I'm like, why? People, why? And then others like these are amazing. Was that it for office supplies? Yes, I have. Oh, games. Let me show you some games that I bought. I'm going to combine this category, the games, with some miscellaneous. I have no woolies or fabrics, no haberdashery this time. No, I couldn't find anything that I liked. Okay, let's first show you the games. Normally, I only pick up games with cards and such that you can use for junk journaling. But lately, I've been really into like small game pieces, especially the ones, these might be plastic, I don't know. Sort of the wooden dice or whatever. This is for probably playing poker, I don't know, older ones. And I have a small drill and you can drill a hole in it and have it as sort of a dangle. So I love them. I love them. I also have this in a sort of original canister, sort of plasticky, whatever. 50 cents. I just paid 50 cents for them. And there we go. Some very old tape on it. Will it open up now? No. Be careful of. These are new. Oh my gosh, guys. These are absolutely brand spanking new. These probably never been used. They feel, however, like more plasticky. Oh, it sounds so nice. Yes, so there's probably sort of a game attached to this, but I don't know what. These are wooden. But I'm going to use them as dangles. But first, I'm going to ask my dad, because he probably knows how this game is played. I'm going to play it with my dad. So yes, bought those. Another vintage game, the Boy Scout game. It's not old, but it is older. It's quite a bit older. It was, I already opened it up. Yeah. Does it have a date? I already have a couple of these. With the lovely cards. It has in all sorts of colors and numbers and animals and such. And I just think they're cute. They're really cute. Now, I know for sure I already have 2 of those, at least. But a friend of mine doesn't have this. So this is for the friend of mine. There you go, lovey. It is for you. First, let's do the quartet speller. Still don't know the right name for it. Now, I already own all 3 of these. Well, not this one. I picked this up quite a bit, these with the fairy tale quartet, and most of the time the original quartet is not inside here, but a much younger one. I don't know why this is. It was taped shut, so I didn't know which one I bought. Did I buy the original one or did I buy the other one? I bought the original one, so I'm really happy with this because I love those images. Yes, the one that I find more regular in this sort of packaging is the newer one that I do not love as much as this. I just love the colors on them and the way of illustrating. So yeah, that is really cool. I already have this one, so this goes to a friend of mine. I think I already have 2 of them. 50 cents they were all 50 cents. Now those are my sort of prices. It's not old, but it's quite a bit older. It looks very new. Bigger cards. Love the images, the illustrations on them. Yeah, really cool. So this is also for a friend of mine. And then this one, 80s for sure, late 70s, early 80s for sure. It is it's all in black and white. It is the same sort of game. There are really weird illustrations on them in pencil drawing, but it's the nostalgia for me. This is the way of illustrating in the late 70s, early 80s. It's really weird, like a frog. Yes, and it has Dutch sort of sayings on them. I don't really know, guys, but I like it. Again, I already have this one. Peter Vos is probably the illustrator for this. Yes, already have one. This also goes to a friend of mine. Then 2 boxes. I have a dominoes. I have a couple of those. But this is the one that I had when I was a little girl. Yes, so I'm very happy. It's been used. It's been well loved. I absolutely love it. You can make this into sort of tuck spots in your journal, or make clusters with them. Have them as dangles, or write it on the back as tags. I just love it. I'm probably not going to use it unless I find another one. But I really love it. Paid 90 cents for it. Most of this was all in Naarden. Especially this one. Now this I've definitely had when I was a little girl. It is fantastic. Has nothing to do with junk journaling. However, I might use the cover to make something like a tall journal or something. But I just can remember, again, it was glued tape shot, so I didn't know if the real game was in there. It is. And this is wood. See, it's made of wood. And you have marbles. It even came with the marbles. And you have to sort of get them into the holes. And there were points here. So it's nothing fancy or special. But it's just pure nostalgia. And I absolutely love the packaging. So I might use this to make a journal cover with. Or I can ask my dad to remove this and put this on a journal cover. I don't know. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy it. And it was very cheap, €1.20. That is very, very cheap, right? So a couple of them I bought to give away. And a couple like these to have forever. Let me show the miscellaneous. Going to put them in this category. I found some jewelry. They were on sale. They were €1 each. They did package it really, really nicely. The gentleman at, this is from Drieberg. The gentleman at the counter just put these in little plastic bags. Wow, that's surface for you. It was originally €2.75, but it was on sale. I do not know why. I'm not going to wear it as jewelry. But look at all the beauties on here. For €1, yes, and thank you. I just love them. Oh, this one's broken. Oh, that's too bad. But it is already on sort of a thingy. So I could use it. Could still use it. Yes, and a big chain. And believe it or not, this might come in handy. It says here, does it say behave? It says behave. Okay, well, that's good advice. So I have this one. Yes, and this was a necklace and this was a bracelet. And there are a couple of sort of lovely dangles on here. And again, lovely chain as well. I really like these with the sort of shiny bits on them. And this looks like sort of an opal and some leaves. I just think they're cute. And for €1, you cannot buy this, not even on AliExpress, I think, for €1, this many bangles. Bangles? Not charms. Dangles, bangles, I don't know. And a chain. I don't think it's silver or anything. So 2 pieces of jewelry. Now this is vintage. It used to be €2, then they priced it to €1. It is sort of a medicine apothecary glass jar. Now, no, I'm not going to use this for junk journaling. But I have a small collection of these. It is very dirty. I need to clean it. I'm not even going to open it up because I have no clue what was inside. So yes, I'm going to have this with my collection. It's a baby one. You can pay a lot of money for the bigger ones. I have 2 or 3 bigger ones. So it's on display. And I thought for €1, that's not a bad price at all. What wasn't a bad price either is this one. €5. Now, I rarely pick something up that is €5 in a thrift shop, but this was so worth it. Again, this came from Naarden. It's a full box. It's a full set. I'm going to open it up. And it is with vintage recipe cards. It's so cool. This is the second one I have. I have a completely different one. I even think, yeah, the cards are going to be different. It is in categories. And it's all sorts. And it's real. And it's old. And I just love it. I think it's complete. It says here vluggetjes. It's translated. And quickies. I know there's another meaning for this word. But let's just move on. Oh, and look. Yes, it has disgusting pictures on it. I love the pictures. But they don't look very appetizing to me. Yeah. Oh, cool, right? Yes. So for €5, guys, it's completely intact. What's here in the middle? Treasure. Technische huishoudhulp. It's like with utensils or sort of stuff. stuff that you can use to make them. I don't know. Really, really cool. So for €5, yes, I am just surprised nobody else picked it up at this thrift shop. I would have been all over it. It is from the Cookery Super Club. Yes. Okay. Was that it for miscellaneous? Yes. I have books. I have lots of books. Let me show you the books. Lots of books. Now I'm trying not to pick up books that I already have a couple of copies of, but some I cannot leave behind. I have at least 2 of these. It's a small atlas. It's a school atlas. I do not know the exact date. It was just €1.50. That's why I had to take it with me. 1948. So it's an old one, guys. This is vintage. And it has index on here. But I absolutely love the colors on the maps. And the paper is old and dirty and I just love it. I love the colors on this and the sort of matte heavy paper. And for €1.50, I am sorry, you come home with me. So I have a small atlas that was used in schools. Then I picked up 2 Leonard de Vries books. Now this is my absolute favorite sort of author. Let's call him an author. He doesn't write anything. He's a collector of, well, it's actually me. Collector of old ephemera, makes them into books. This is all about transportation. I already have 2 of those, but honestly, guys, it was a really good price. Well, not spectacular, €2.25, but for Leonard de Vries, it's a really good one. It has all sorts of advertisement, and look, all the old drawings of cars and bicycles and motorcycles, and you can cut this up into bits and bobs. Look at that, yes. I just love it. Just cut it out, and now I have, I need to start using it because I have at least 2 of these and this is probably my 3rd copy and I love it. So I'm gonna do this. And then I found this one. I have like a sort of a top 3 books of Leonard de Vries. My absolute number 1 is Prijscourant. It's a very, very big tall one. It's a very rare one. It's an expensive one. If I can find one below €10, I am a lucky girl. But most of the times they're 20 or 25 euros. Then at number 2 is Winkel van Sinkel. It's another one that I really like. Full of advertisement pieces. And then it has to be this one. Even though the title of the book is Amsterdam. Now, most of you might know I am from Rotterdam. There's a little bit sort of an animosity between the 2. Even though my mom was from Amsterdam. I am actually half Amsterdam, half Rotterdam. But I love this one. I absolutely love it. It has beautiful images in them. And every other page has, on some pages it has, where is it? Yes, some colored images as well. Look at that. I know, it's just too gorgeous. It is just absolutely beautiful. It's an older one, I can tell. Oh, look at this. All the storefronts. It's just beautiful. The book Winkel van Sinkel is actually this. He made this into like the cover with all the storefronts. That's why I love that one so much. But there are some beautiful, look at this, colored images in here. I had to pick it up because I always pick these up. It was €3.50, which is a beautiful price. And then I came to the lady at the register and she's like, oh, this is from week 4. So it's now €1. I'm like, what? So I paid €1 for it. Which is amazing. That is just, well, it's like finding an Edith Holden for 50 cents. I already have 2 or 3 copies of these. So this goes to my very lovely friend who doesn't have any of this. So she's gonna love it. So those are the books that I already had. I only picked, I think only 3. I only picked up 3 nature books. One of them is a bird book. I know. Lots of bird books. It's not an old one, but I don't have it. It's sort of newish. It's even an English one. Yes, this is from London. It is all in English. That's what I really, really like. Has the original dust cover on it. It's a new one, but I've never seen it. And it has beautiful sort of art pieces of birds. Very different. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love this. Unfortunately, it is a little bit glossy, but I absolutely love the images on here. Look at that. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I don't know if this is all from the same illustrator. No, it's not from this because it's different styles. I just love it. yes, make them into cards or do some fussy cutting. It's almost new. Oh, I love these. Oh, it's dated. This is 1850s. Ooh. Kingfisher. We call it an ijsvogel. Kingfisher. That's one of the prettiest birds there is. What? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yes. Look at that. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm really happy with this. What did I pay for it? €2.25. Well, okay. In Naarden. And these two I picked up in Driebergen. Also, again, most of the books were very expensive, except for these ones. Mushrooms. I do not even have this one yet. It is a series, though. Ooh, it is a series. Now I have started a new series. Mushrooms. I paid €1 for it. And it has mushrooms. It is matte paper that I love. They're all very good for fussy cutting. Now, this is my only copy. I need to find another one. Isn't that beautiful? I cannot scan it, guys. I keep getting questions regularly. When do you know how to scan it? If it is, if the book is at least 100 years old, unless it is like from a brand like Disney or something, do not scan anything Disney if you do not want to go to jail or pay fines for the rest of your life. Does it have a date? 78, 79. Yeah, it's a small book, but I love it. Wildflowers. It's a field guide for wildflowers. Paid €1.50 for it. It is from 1981, so vintage. And again, look, semi-gloss, so not very glossy, and with small illustrations. I love well, you can fold pockets with these, as you know, or make ticket strips, faux post stamps, just do some fussy cutting. I've never seen this one, so it's a new one for me. Yeah, so only 3 nature books. Wow. Yes, well, I found it in Naarden. I found a lot of nature books. They have lots, guys. Loads. Reasonable prices. So if you're from there or in the neighborhood, go visit them. But I already had all of them. Okay. Well, I have beautiful sort of antique books. Let me show you. I'm saving the antique books for last, guys. I actually picked this up for sort of personal use. I am a movie buff. I love movies. I have loved movies ever since I was a little girl. And this is like movie magazines scope from 1980. Bo Derek, this is 10. Oh yes, says here. Yeah. Yeah, so it has like articles and pictures of actors and worst film festival in New York. The Attack of the 50... Well, that's a classic now. The Attack of the 50 Feet Woman. Yeah, that's like a thing now, a meme, a classic. So, oh, absolutely love it. I just picked it up and started sort of flipping through it, and I was like, I don't even care what it costs. I need to have it. I need to have it. And it was cheap as well. It's a big one. It's like a complete year. Yes, 1980, and I paid €2.50 for it. Hello. Yes, if I found this on Markplaats, like on eBay, I would have paid $20 for it for sure. Yes. Oh, maybe I can find more years of this. So I'm probably not going to cut into it, but I just wanted to have it. The Artistic Craft series of technical handbooks, writing, illuminating, and lettering. Well, you know, it is what it says. All sorts of lettering and handwritings and such. It's just, oh, look at those. It's just fantastic. I think Tim Holtz has a stamp that looks like this. He'd love it. Now, it's white paper. It's badly cut even. I have no clue. Is this from a real sort of... I think someone made this. Oh, this could be like... Oh, yes. I think this is scanned and then put into... To make like... Because it's not a true... It says here, a true copy. Well, I am happy with it. It's too white. I'm going to take the papers out. I'm going to use them and then I'm going to coffee dye them. But I love it. I think I have like something special here. Doesn't even have whatchamacallit? Publisher. I loved the cover. Les étiquettes, like the labels. The Grand Cru Classes de Médoc. Well, I didn't know what this was about, but I already love the cover. It was €3. What did I pay for this one? €2.50. I opened it up. Yes, and it is actually all about wine. The labels of wine. Where? Well, they're gonna come. Yes. Guess what? I got a happy mail from someone in Germany. Thank you so much, Lovey, for sending me the happy mail. Who apparently had a book just like this. And she cut out all the small, lovely bits and bobs. Do I have them here somewhere? Yes. She sent me these. These are wine labels from a book like this. She also sent me a book. And then I was like, I'm gonna look for a book because I've never seen anything like it. Or I've never searched for it. And then I found this. Yes, so cool, right? Yeah, and it's full of them. It's completely full. It's like, oh, labels, bits and bobs. Isn't that fantastic? You cannot scan it. This is new. It is, however, a little bit, it's glossy, but that's quite all right. I think we stumbled on a new obsession. Yes, go on the hunt for wine books with, oh, look at all the labels. Lots of fussy cutting, and even the bigger ones. I do have some real wine labels. That's just a piece of paper. I thought I found a treasure. Yeah, so cool, right? So I love it. Let me have a quick look from when is this? 93. So it's older, but not old. Go have a look for it. Loves, you go thrifting. Look for this book. Well, or something similar. Stanley Gibbons stamp collection. They had 2 of these. I was very, very kind to all of you people in Naarden. I left one. I paid €5 for it. That's why I left one. It is sort of expensive, but it's an English one and I love it. I already love the cover. 1982 edition, so vintage for sure. Yes, and it is a book full of this. Yes, I love this. You know I love this. I already have one. I have a French one. This is an English one. And it is with all sorts of postage stamps. And oh, this paper is so nice. It's almost like telephone book paper. And it's a lovely patina all around it. And look, it's Mickey from Antigua. It's just the coolest. I don't know if I'll ever cut it up, but I am just really happy I found it. So yes, Stanley Gibbons stamp collector. I am not a stamp collector. Oh, this was part 1. Probably also had part 2. Then I found this one. It's vintage. It's not old. Honestly, guys, I have never seen this one. Then I went to Naarden, found this one, picked it up. And then I went to Bussum. No, not Bussum, because I saw the door there. Going in and going out. In Driebergen, they had the same one. So it's probably something from that area. I don't know. I've never seen it. Love the inside of the cover. Roosgeur en zonneschijn. It's like peaches and cream. Sort of. Happiness, happy. And it is from 1979. I don't really even know what it is about, but it has these beautiful black and white illustrations in them. Oh, this is almost similar to the other book. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. It is just beautiful. And different sorts. Look. Oh, this is like Shakespeare's Garden. I have a book with these images. It's all sorts of illustrations from all sorts of illustrators in different styles. I absolutely love it. I should have picked up the other one as well. Why didn't I? So, oh, that is gorgeous. So I could cut one up. See? It's stupid. Sometimes stupid. Roosgeur en zonneschijn. By Marja Roscham-Abbing. I liked it. €1.50. Yes, it was cheap. Probably the one in Driebergen was a lot more expensive. Okay, I have some antique or almost antique books. Really cool ones. Let me show you. I have this one. It's a really cute one. It's a thin one. I paid €1.50 for it. I'm hoping the sticker comes off and doesn't sort of damage the cover. I thought the illustrations were Rie Kramer, which is a very, very famous Dutch illustrator. It's actually Mia van Oostveen, but it's they're very similar. It is a booklet, yes, of course. 2nd edition. With some images. Does it have a date? Don't think so, but for sure, I think 20s or 30s. It's very old. And it has the illustrations in them that are sort of these. Yes, so you could basically take them out. I thought it was Rikramer. It isn't. But it's beautiful. And it's in such a good condition as well. It's very lovely. I need to do some research on this one. I am sure that the illustrations are copyrighted. And I love it. Look at the colors, guys. It's so beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. So it has all these small little images in them. If I ever find a second one, I will most definitely pick it up and then I can cut it with. Does it say anything in the back? Oh, funny enough, it came from Bussum originally. Didn't buy it in Bussum. I bought it in Naarden. Yes. Oh, cool, right? A lovely sort of French poetry book. Perles de la Poésie Française. It's like pearls of poetry in French. But I look at this, the cover. I'm hoping I have no nails. Yes, this will come off. The cover, the spine is just too yummy. It is absolutely beautiful. Yes. So for sure, and I love the size as well. And this is sort of canvas type of. But the inside is lovely as well. Look, at it's just beautiful. Very lovely aged paper, small, very lovely font. And sometimes it has these sort of ornamental things in here. And then with all sorts of poetry. Just beautiful. I'm hoping to find maybe a treasure inside. Well, it is a treasure by itself. I really love it. Oh, I saw some handwriting. So, yeah. What did I pay for? €2. Hello, thank you. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Another antique book, paid €2.25 for this. It's a technical book with technical stuff. Why, you might add? Well, because I just love this. Does it have a date? Professor Ingenieur Jeter. Is that Jacques Thijssen? No, I think it's actually Theo Thijssen. Professor Theo Thijssen. Which is my, what's it called? Elementary school was named after him. Yeah. Did not like the man. Do you know why? He did all sorts of calculus and such. Like this. It is fantastic though, right? Yeah, he made mathematics books and such for schools. Difficult ones. But I love it. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at all the graphs in them and this and the technical drawings. It is just beautiful. It has some stamps in it. Aannemersbedrijf. Something. It was from a company. Oh, just interesting. I just think it's interesting. Beautiful thin paper. It is in excellent condition for a book that is this old. Oh, it's just yummy. It is just yummy, yummy. Did I find the date? No. I was sort of surprised to find Mr. Thijssen on here. Anything else? Maybe in the back? Let's quickly check the back. Probably not. Probably not. No. The index is on the back. Ooh, look at that. So, yes. Fantastic. Fantastic book. Last book. Oh, yes. Well, last item for my thrift haul. I have two more things to show you. Yes. Beautiful book. I absolutely love this. With the corners. The spine is yummy, yummy. With some gold something on it. It is the history of architecture. Let's say architecture. And I absolutely love it. I'm going to open it up. Love this. Says here Rotterdam, so I'm already happy. It is all about architecture. And I was going through it because I love these, but there are more images in them like this. It reminds me of something Tim Holtz did in a backdrop. It's just I think it's just beautiful. I am fascinated with this. I want to do sort of a digital kit with these elements in it. It is gorgeous. I was really happy I found it. It was €4. I was happy to pay €4 for it. Yeah, this gothic sort of style. Beautiful. It actually came from Paris. This. the other day I went up to my attic where I have stored more antique books. I found another one of this series. I have another, and I've had that one for years, so I couldn't remember this. So another one with a different era from older ones. So this is probably starts from around, I don't even know. But it was different ones, older buildings, like Roman temples and such. So I have two. I like this one better. I'm gonna cut in it. Yes, I am. Are you? Yes, it's already. Yeah. Okay. I have something that I found a beautiful vintage treasure on Markplaats, a Dutch eBay, and also I have some stuff that I bought from one of my favorite Markplaats sellers. It's not anything special, but I really wanted to share it with you. So we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So 3 items that I picked up at Monique. Actually, I bought a few more items, but they were like household sort of appliance, I don't know, stuff for around the house. She's very cheap. She starts everything at 50 cents. Yes, and sometimes I buy it at 50 cents and sometimes it goes up a little bit. This, however, I bought for 50 cents. Extraordinary coloring by numbers. Now, it has the sort of numbers here on the back that you can do the coloring with. Yes, it makes you dizzy. These are all numbers, guys. I am not going to do the coloring by numbers. But it's numbered. It's just not, I just think it's interesting paper. And I'm going to coffee dye it or tea dye it and then use it. I just think it's really, really interesting. It's like color by numbers. And these are actually, when you color them, these are all the images. And it was 50 cents, so thank you. This is actually a very cheap action paper pad. Yes, I know I should stop buying them, but it was 50 cents. And it was single-sided. Why do I like single-sided? I'm going to tell you. I like some of the images in here, most of them. Not, because I do not like foils. It's, oh, look at that. Don't look at that. It is way too modern. It's really not my thing. Couple of them I might use like this or this, because it's very neutral. But it's single-sided. Let me explain. I have a scanner printer, an Epson Workforce 7840, which is an A3 size. So I can scan A3 and I can print A3. Now I can make a beautiful digital that is a 12 by 12. Yes, and then print them on the back of these. So I'm basically using it as cardstock for printing on. So I can make my own scrapbook paper. Ta-da. That's why I buy them. Yeah, for 50 cents. This was a real treasure. Did not pay 50 cents for this. There was a little bit of a bidding war going on. I must be honest, because she likes me so much. I buy so many things from her. At one point she was like, yeah, enough is enough. It is for Margaret, for me. So I paid up a little bit. It wasn't 50 cents. I think I paid about €3 for it, but it's well worth it. The Kings and Queens of Great Britain. It is in a sleeve. And it has a couple of things. This apparently came with it. Windsor Castle official guide. With lots of, kings on here. I don't know from when this is from. But it's sort of a guide for the castle. If you go visit the castle. Look like this. Just cute, right? Yeah. I really like it. Ooh, treasure. I found a treasure. What is this? Presidents of the United States. It is just... Do you remember the game that I had with all the presidents? Yeah, so cool. And it stops at Eisenhower. Which means it's old. It is old. Yes, doesn't have... So, before 50s? Before the 1950s? Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. Dwight Eisenhower. So cool, right? It's probably a placemat or something. Yeah, well, thank you. Oh, this was from 1974. And then this is a big map. Let me try to fold it out, guys. It's a huge map. Oh my gosh, it's really, really big. Will I ever cut it up? Probably not. I'm gonna try to... Oh my gosh, it's like a blanket. I'm going to do this first. I don't even know if I'm in screen. The Kings and Queens of Great Britain. It is sort of the family tree. Yes, with all the crests on them. It is huge. I can tell you, it is as tall as I am. And it ends at, well, Elizabeth, and then Charles wasn't king yet because Charles has only been king. It is huge, guys, but it's all this. So cool, right? I don't know what I think I paid €3 for it or something like it, which is a steal. And there's also this that came with it. I'm hoping that was in frame. I don't know. My camera was far away. It looks like pattern paper. It's very thin. And it's another sort of timeline thingy. It's like onion skin paper. Yes. Descendants of King George and Queen Mary from whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. 2 of them. So, yeah. That was actually a really, really good find. So I'm happy with this. Okay, and then, yeah, I bought something expensive, but I really wanted it. Let me show you the last vintage, well, and even antique treasure that I found. Guys, I wish that you could smell this. It smells so old, so old. Some enjoy the smell, some don't. My husband thinks it's awful. I bought a lot of, I'm gonna call them deeds, yes? Some notarized papers for buying a piece of property or something like it. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, they're not all antique. This is probably the oldest one that's in here. It's from 1888. This alone, I have 16 in total. Well, the lady said that there were 16. And let me see, you open it up. This is all in handwriting. It's like finding ledger, but then not ledger. Now, I did not go through this. Yes, and it's signed here. And it's probably for buying a home or something. Or could also be like your last will and testament, your testament, or something. I don't know. This is beautiful. It's 1888. Yes, guys, I can scan it. I'm gonna try to do something with this. Another one does have, this is from 1927. This came from, this was inside from the lady that sold them to me. She wasn't a nice lady. That's too bad. I'm not gonna do any business with her again. But I have what I bought for, it's like the tiniest baker twine. Can you see? Yes. Beautiful handwriting. And then again, look at, and then this on here. So pretty. Yeah, so this is a little bit younger. It was from 1927. Some smaller ones in here. Yes, this is for property, 1924. And these are real, guys. Another one, too bad. There's some red writing on here, 1924 again. Yes, and they were all, they're supposed to be folded like this. This is how they come. 1920, in name of the Queen, in name of the Queen. Oh, don't be so dramatic. Yeah, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I have a couple of them. Yes, this has a paperclip on it. It just arrived. Again, I love the old baker's twine. Oh, 1888 again. It's very, very old. Look at that. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And the paper is just beautiful. I had a lot of these, like 16 of them, and some came in the envelopes, which is really, really cool. I really like this. Look at that. The discoloration on here, and then all of this. It is just too gorgeous. From 1927, really. It looks way older than this, but it probably is. So I have a couple of those, 16 of those. And some were from the 50s, so some of them were a little bit newer, but still, I love them. Just the same, 1918. Some were typed, some have the tape on it. So I had this lot, and then I also bought, oh, look at the pink. 2 more of these. A lot of papers, just, papers. And it came in sort of a file folder. Look at the file folder. That is an antique one. It is so cool. It is so, so cool. Yeah, I didn't even know it came in this file folder. So a couple of different ephemera pieces, handwriting and bills and checks and what have you, all sorts from 1990 up until the 50s, early 50s. So different ones. Letters of recommendations, lots of them in here. This probably came all from one family, 1935. It is so cool. Yes, and this is hand painted, guys. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? And another one. It's hand drawn. It's like it's for a wedding. It's just the coolest. So lots of beautiful stuff, ephemera that I probably can scan because it is old, and also I have the originals. So yeah. Oh, look at those. Pretty, right? It's a diploma for typewriting. Yeah. So lots. Now, what did I pay for all of this? Including shipping, I paid €56.95. And I sold a lady because I bought 2 lots. Can I have it for €55, which is just €1? I just wanted to do business with her. Yes, I wanted to establish a relationship. Like she has lots of stuff. I wanted to buy lots of stuff, and she was like, "Well, maybe 56 then," which means I would have had 95 cents of a discount. That was just an insult. So I told her, "No, thank you. I'll pay the $56.95 and I will never buy from you again." But nonetheless, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love these. Yes, it's just a treasure to have. Normally, I wouldn't pay this much, but I just wanted it. I just wanted them. So that's it for today. Lots, right? Yes, and different stuff as well. Beautiful antique ephemera pieces and games and books and all sorts. Conclusion, go to Naarden. If you live near there, please go there. And if you want to have lunch, there's a beautiful brasserie at sort of the lake. It also is sort of a museum for Jacques Petijse. Go there. Oh my gosh, I had a fantastic lunch there. Not sponsored or anything. And they were lovely people. So that's it for today, guys. Lots of beautiful stuff. Now I need to photograph it and sort of organize it. Do I have any more room? Of course not. That's what I say every time I do one of these hauls. Guys, have a lovely Sunday. Yeah? Enjoy your day. I'll be back again tomorrow with another mass make video. So I am hoping to see you then. Until then, bye guys.